Hello and welcome back, viewers of AVG News. My name is Motsoaledi. I'm here to respond to some questions from ZEP applicants who are still trying, or rather struggling, to apply for the available mainstream South African permits as per the requirements of the Immigration Act. The questions that we got today are related to what the Minister of Home Affairs said in Parliament yesterday, where there are several press reports quoting the minister as having said that ZEP applicants who ignore the directive from government, specifically from the minister, for them to apply for the available permits under South African Immigration Act will be punished. So people want to know what exactly that means. Does it mean that the requirements have been lowered? Does it mean that the requirements have been disregarded? So it is that which I'm going to respond to. But before I go ahead, may I request you to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and to share it. It is very true that the minister did say that, not in those words, but that those who do not apply will be treated like people who do not have documents. They will be treated like people who defied a government order for them to apply. But what does it mean? Does it mean that government has waived some requirements for the available permits? We at this moment cannot say that could be true, because no type of communication along those lines has been given out. What we are of the understanding of is that the requirements as per laid down procedure in the Immigration Act still stand. There is no special provision that has been given for ZEP holders, except that they can apply from within South Africa. So the minister says that the government is expecting, or the department is expecting, two types of applications from Zimbabweans. They are expecting applications for permits. They are also expecting applications for waivers, and he says the ball is in the Zimbabweans' court for them to take up these or not. And he says that very few people, which is around 4,000 to 6,000 out of the 178,000 Zimbabweans who were given the ZEP in 2017, have applied, which means that the uptake has been very low. And he says very few people have even made some recommendations to government or have pleaded with the government for any type of waiver. So he says that I'll try and read one of the courts of interest which is attributed to the Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Motsoaledi, where he says there are two applications we are expecting from Zimbabweans, namely the visa in terms of the Immigration Act, and an application for a waiver, where an applicant may say these are the circumstances and they ask for a waiver from what government has directed them to do. So this is what the minister said. And then he says that on September 1, the team that he set up to look into the adjudications of these permit applications wrote to him to inform him that they developed a plan on how the work was going to be carried out, and that they received 4,000 visa applications and 6,000 for the waiver. So 4,000 out of the 178,000 ZEP holders have applied for a permit, and 6,000 of those have applied for a waiver. So this is what the minister is saying, but it gives us some bit of confusion here, because the minister himself knows that most people who were granted the Zimbabwean special permits do not qualify for any type of permit under the South African Immigration Act. And that is why, instead of just being told to apply for South African permits, they were then given this special dispensation, which he has decided to cancel. So when he says that people will be punished, or he gives when he gives a notion rather that Zimbabweans are not applying because they are being stubborn or they've been misled by those who took government to court. We fail to understand what it actually means, because it shows that there is some bit of insincerity on the part of the South African government in as far as handling the cancellation of the Zimbabwe exemption permit is concerned. And he also goes to TV and says that they are meeting with organizations in as far as the Zimbabwe exemption permit is concerned. But what we know is that the minister has been refusing to meet any of the organizations representing migrants or any of the organizations representing Zimbabweans, saying that this matter is before the courts and he cannot be holding meetings. So it is insincere, as we see it, on the part of the minister to call on people to apply, because for you to apply for a waiver, you need to pay something like 1,550 rands. And for you to apply for a permit, you pay 1,735 rands. Combined, that is more than 3,000 rands, which one person has to pay. And for you to then pay this and go on and not get the permit that you are applying for is some bit of misleading on the part of the government. It shows insincerity on the part of the government. So we believe that the minister should come out in the open and say, for those who know that they don't qualify, don't apply. But those who know that they do qualify, please apply. Or to clearly state if government has got some bit of or some form of waivers that it, or special handling of the Zimbabwe exemption permit applications, then he should come out in the open so that people at least do get to know what exactly it is they need to do, or they get to know the position regarding their attempt to remain legal in South Africa. So this is what we have, but we will continue to try and get more clarity from the government as to whether or not there is some form of special treatment that Zimbabweans are going to get, since they have persistently and incessantly been told that they should apply or else. So thank you very much. Please continue to reach out to us, send us questions, send us the challenges that you are facing, and we'll come back here and respond to you. Thank you very much. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it.